And we have some antlers this morning. We have Fish Hook, who's really enjoyed hanging around the house. He's enjoyed particularly the ryegrass in the yard. And I haven't seen him really at the feeder at all, I don't believe. I don't think he really understands what's happening at that feeder yet. Let's see if we can get another look at him. There we go. Change windows there. Obviously, even though I'm inside, 26 degrees out there. It's warmed up to 26 degrees. You can see that we get in on him. It got an incredibly beautiful rack. They come around almost touching his head. You can see he's really enjoying all that rye. But he also acts like he's still hunting to me. I'd say he's still looking for girls. There are some around front at the feeder, but if their attitude is not right, it doesn't matter how many's there. It's all about the lady's attitude. God dealt us a hand, didn't he? Hey, pretty boy. You are a pretty boy. Yes, you are. He's got to take time to eat, even though he's on the hunt. If you're gonna get, pictures of a buck around the house, you just about have to be pretty quick anymore. And you can see that Fish Hooks has moved around in the woods, and he's gonna go around the front. He has spotted the ladies. I thought I saw something move back there. He has spotted the ladies. A little too far zoomed in there and kind of distorting the picture a little bit. It's a lot prettier shot of him right there. Not nearly as close, but a lot prettier. And that's about it. See what happens when he gets around to the girls. Well, it looks like Fish Hook is not too interested in these girls here. Oh, that's not Fish Hook out there. Uh-oh, Fish Hook is over here with the girls. Yeah, he's interested in the baby girl. Big horns on him. Yep, he's thinking about chasing the baby for a while. The little baby says, I'm not old enough to play that game. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, Mr. Fish Hook. I did see another deer out there in the woods that I thought was Fish Hook, and it's not. It must have been a buck. I don't know where he is. Hard to find him out there. Might have been another doe. He's determined that, I don't know what he's determined. But don't know where the other deer went that I saw up there in the woods. Well, there he is right there. There he is right there. Holy cow. My goodness. Who is he? Look at that rack. Oh my goodness. He's bigger than Forrest. Incredibly big, beautiful 10-point. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen him here at the house at all. I'd like for him to start coming around and see him every day. My goodness, look at the size of that buck. Oh my lands. Patchy told me he was seeing one that was like Forrest but larger. That is a beauty. Oh my goodness. Fish Hook is taking second fiddle to him, I believe. I'm not too sure, but there's not another buck out there also. I guess those are the does and fawns. I'm not positive. That farthest one out there looks awfully big. That big boy is right there. Let's just watch and see what he does. Come in there and get you some South Fresh, Mr. Big Giant Buck. There's an extra doe or two showed up also. Golly. Boys and girls, that is a beautiful, wild 10-point, probably 3 years old, maybe 4. But definitely part of our breeding program. I think he's a 12-point. I wonder if y'all remember 12-point? Well, fish hooks took off running toward the front. Don't know if he saw a girl over there or if he's afraid of that big boy. Where did the big boy go? I've lost him out there. I don't know if he took off while I was looking around or if he's simply behind a tree. I don't know. I think he's a 12. I believe he's a 12. There he is right there. Oh, he may come around to the front yard. Wouldn't that be great? Come around on the lakeside. Oh my gosh, is he a 12? I believe he's a 12. And there are 5 stacked on each side, plus brown tines. What a beauty. What a beauty. That made the morning special. They didn't go all the way to the front yard, but I believe that there's Fish Hook. I think that's Fish Hook. No. Y'all tell me. It may not be. At that big 10 or 12 point was definitely keeping him away from the girls, trying to make sure he knows that he's not welcome right here. I believe that is Fish Hook. Yeah, he's gonna come walking back up through the woods. This is things that you can experience out in the tree stand. I just haven't had a chance to get out in the stands. And of course, we do have tree stands, but we also have incredibly great Texas Hunter Wrangler stands, which are absolutely the finest stands made, without a doubt. Nothing comes close to them right now in the marketplace. And they're nice and warm and comfortable. And even when it's real cold on a day like this, that big Wrangler blind is black, and so that sunshine will warm it up inside. Of course, we carry little buddy heaters in there with us too to stay nice. So it's just incredibly great. But taking care of Chris, I just have not had any available time to be able to go spend any time in the stands. But this is the type of stuff you get to see. And it's just a thrill for me. I just got to tell you, y'all might not enjoy it, but it's a thrill for me. I believe that's a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think he's got 5 stacked. He might have 5 stacked. Isn't he beautiful, though? Golly. What a specimen of a white-tailed deer. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Probably one of TC's boys right there. Could be one of TC's boys. But he is just gorgeous. I'm gonna take my picture. I'm gonna pee on the ground. Absolutely, why not? What an incredible morning we've had today. But Chris spotted TC out there in the yard, and there he is right there, just absolutely beautiful. Garbaging up the alfalfa this morning. It's turned into an incredibly beautiful day. We got a little north wind, so that puts the south side of the house here, or the lake side. You can see it's calm up near the shoreline, and you got a little ripple on out there. Not much. Glistening, glistening, glistening. And you're going to hate it, but I'm not going to say a word. I'm not going to say a word. I'm just going to show you Not going to say a word. Not going to say a word. Except, God's good. God's good. Wow. Wow. Give it a rest, Jimmy. Give it a rest, Jimmy. God may leave it that way all winter. I don't know. But, TC, did you do your work with the ladies? He's shaking his head up and down. Yes, I did, Jimmy. Look how wide he is. He is so wide. My goodness. He's lost some weight out there running around. He did that last year. Remember, y'all got worried about him, and I got concerned about him. But they just lose weight because they just cover miles and miles and miles. They say that a dog can smell a female dog in heat over a mile away. I just about bet. It's quite a bit broke off on that one side, doesn't he? Looks like may just have one broke off, I don't know. It's broke though, that one side's only got about 3 or 4 points left. You're a majestic boy though. And hopefully you get used to the rye and used to the South Fresh deer food. Quit chasing the ladies and come around and hang around the house all the rest of the winter until antler shedding time, which is only a couple months away now. At the end of January, early February. But he is gorgeous as he walks off into the sunrise. You can see that we've got one full strut. See that one fly down out of that tree? Didn't even see that one up in that tree. No more up there. There's actually 38 birds out there. A lot of them are still back up under the deck. But I counted them as they came by the side window. There was 38. 38. Fishhook was out there, and they just they didn't run Fishhook off, but he thought, man, a little too noisy out here this morning for me. It's a bunch of hens and gobblers, jakes, a couple of longbeards out there. Speaking of Fishhook, there he is right there. There he is right there. Huh. Came around this other way a minute ago. Guess he turned and went back down there toward the water, get him a drink. But that's Fishhook. Hard to see. Sun coming up over the mountain. A little fire on the water. A few ducks swimming around. Another beautiful morning. Just right at freezing. Gonna get to 60 today, which is pretty doggone good for the 1st of December. We got really several days scheduled just like this. Maybe a little rain every now and then. Not much, but a little. I'll take it. So what we see out the side window, all of them are so close to the house. Call that a bird's eye view. Is that what we call it? Is a bird's eye view? A bird's eye view of birds. Wild turkeys, 38 wild turkeys. They came by over here. I counted them. 38. There is a very, very rare sight. I thought that was 2 big old ducks over there, 2 big mallards. Okay, that's all we got. That's all we got. That is 2 deer swimming the lake. A mama deer and her baby. I looked at it through the binoculars before I could really tell what it was. I just thought it was a couple of big mallard drakes or ducks. It could have been drakes or hens, but 2 ducks swimming the lake. Our high fence here around the house is 750 acres. And they can swim the lake from that mountain to here, and they're swimming into the high fence. 750 acres, that was quite a bit, particularly in the mountains. Or they can swim from this side over to that side and be out of the high fence. And that's where the danger lies, and particularly losing some of our bucks if they get chasing a doe and they get over on the other side and they can't find their way back. Those deer are right now swimming down the middle of the lake. They're not really, they were swimming over here. Now they're swimming down the middle of the lake. I assume they're going to swim in on this side somewhere. And get over here, little doe and fawn, and you will be protected. They're about to go out of sight. They're going to go in probably about midway up the lake, looks like. Well, that was cool. I like that. Like to see little Whitey swim back across that lake. That could be where he is. And that's when they swim it mostly, is they're chasing does or something is chasing them. They don't just get in and swim in the lake just for the fun of it. So maybe something over there around them in the water. The turkeys might be kind of getting close to where we can see them all out of Chris and I's bedroom window. They're kind of spreading out a little bit. There's still some of them where we can't see them. And now they're beginning to get out in the woods quite a ways there. There are still a few right here very close to the house. If you can kind of take a look, you see them scattered out through the trees. Many of them still pretty close. Big gobblers shining in that sun shining on them. That's one of the great things about turkey hunting early in the morning when you get those big gobblers coming up to you in full strut and gobbling and drumming and blowing and strutting and sun shining on them and all those beautiful colors, just amazing. And it's kind of what we're looking at here. I have seen one or two up in strut, but mostly they're interested right now in breakfast. And they are working to get their breakfast. What a great way to start out another great week on the Eagle. 38 turkeys coming to pay a visit. And they are just scattered out through there like seed ticks. We start this week with a beautiful sunrise on another beautiful winter morning. It's about freezing out there, I think is what it is. Maybe just a little bit below 32, but not much. But a beautiful day we're going to have. The trees are losing all of their color. A little bit of color left, but pretty much turning to wintertime, except for our ryegrass that we have overseeded in the front yard for the animals. This is the week that we get into the last month of the year, December. Some places already have ice on their water. We don't get ice very often down here. We want it never. That's right, never. Most of the mornings are just like this one right here, unless we got a front around. Dead calm. That's Mr. Fishhook out there. Fishhook has been around quite a bit this morning. Look at the way those antlers curl right back around and make fishhooks on both sides. He's just really something. The rut is getting awfully close to over. It is over for most of the does. And the does are, most of them getting back with their babies. And let's see if we can pick him up over here, maybe on this side. Looking through one of the bedroom windows. You can see him out there. I'm scoped out and all the way on my iPhone at 9 power. Be nice if they'd make these iPhones up about 20 power for guys like me. I would like that. They keep making them smarter and smarter and smarter. I guess a Google phone's got AI built into it. I'm sure iPhones will have AI built into it also. I have CS, is what I have. I do not have AI. I have common sense, not artificial intelligence. Not any kind of intelligence as far as that goes. Sure do love looking at deer, but I need about a 20 power iPhone. We see that baby out there, and he is 300 yards. That's where he is. He's pretty good ways out there. He's shaking and carrying on. He's been walking all around this morning. I've seen him 2 or 3 times. Can find no girls that's interested in his lovemaking ability or lack thereof. Speak for yourself, guys. Oh, that's the only guy I see out there. I don't see any girls either. He's probably saying, I could have told you that, Jimmy. I could smell them a mile away. Just woods. Just woods. We'll see him some more before the week's over. I'm pretty sure of that.